You can't just go into Yelp not knowing anything, okay? Because they're gonna try and do some really shady things.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Excel Media. I'm Jack.
I'm Phil, and in this video, we're gonna be talking about how to market a successful meal prep business.
Cool. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
All right. So marketing our meal prep business. Honestly, what we started with is just you want to get on Yelp first. As much as Yelp is kind of a pain in the butt, you had to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's about as free and organic of a traffic as you're gonna get for a food service.
Yeah, and we have a video on how to play the game of Yelp, right? You can't just go into Yelp not knowing anything, okay? Because they're gonna try and do some really shady things. Yeah, we talked about it. You can just check out the personal training business, how to market for a personal training business. It's very similar. It's basically, just coercing them into thinking you're buying the ads. Right. Buying the page upgrade only one, which is the slideshow upgrade, which allows you to choose the first 4 pictures of your Yelp. Right,
so that at most is $30 a month. And I think that's at most you should be doing, because with that $30 a month, you're telling Yelp, hey, look, I'm a client, I'm a customer, I'm paying, so be nice to me. But at the same time, if they do call you, don't be like, oh, screw off or whatever. Be nice to them too. Exactly. Because you never know what they can do in the back end, and nobody knows for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just like we said in that last video, right? Just YouTube Yelp extortion, and you'll see what we mean. Yeah. But that's besides the point. Just check out that video, guys, if you want to know how to play the game of Yelp. But first things first, you got to have a good Yelp. Right. You got to have a good listing on Yelp, because the conversion rates on Yelp are unfortunately very high. Right.
And we do get a lot of calls from Yelp too, and we always get website visits as well. So you want to make sure your images on there are quality, and that's why we stress like spending the $30 so you can control the 4 images that your clients are seeing first, right?
So let's talk about those 4 images, right? What I always like to do here is show a picture of all the meals. Show them it's always so attractive when you can see 50 meals all made out right there.
It's kind of like proof of work too, right? Like you're actually in operation, you're doing all these meals,
exactly. And try to put your bodies in the picture if you can. Maybe show a flex or something. Just make it inviting, make it fun. Like, oh, we're like a fitness meal prep company, right? So they know who you are, they know what your meals are about. And they can kind of just see, one picture, oh wow, this is what they do, right? Second one is, like our signature dish, try to put that on.
Exactly. You want the most appealing dish, something that's, that all your clients love. You don't want to kind of guess on these pictures now.
Exactly, right. And so, a little bit of food styling is going to be necessary. A little bit of photography as well. With this business, it's very visual. So you got to make sure you get your pictures down.
You got to get good lighting, because before they can taste your food, they're going to look at your food, right?
Yeah. And I'll kind of put a picture of our specialty dish right here. I'll put it in the video somehow right here. And then you can kind of see oh, this is kind of the level you want to put it at. Good plates, a nice, beautiful plate. Go to Target. They have great plates there. And, just put the rice and, the things in place and get your lighting down, take a picture, basically. So that's your second shot. Third one, you want to kind of make it like us doing an action shot where we're cooking the meals, or just put a face behind who's cooking the meals, and then just have it be inviting.
Right. So it's easier to trust when there's a face. Exactly. When there's no face, it's sort of anonymous. The brand is just kind of floating, right?
Right. It's
especially because it's local too, so that's kind of why as well.
Yeah. I mean, they don't want to just look at food. They want to know who's selling the food.
Right. Exactly.
And then for the last one, just any generic picture of your meals, or your interaction with customers, or honestly whatever just looks good for the last one, right? Because for the first 3, you've already told everything that they need to know already within that. And something you can do is you could also put a picture of how it works on the Yelp. That could also be good, because like we said in the last video, 6 seconds is all you had to grab that client in, right?
Right. So, and for those people the clients that are gonna stay for more than 6 seconds, you do want to make sure your whole menu is on there as photography. Exactly. So just have that for the people that aren't gonna click through to your website or by some reason. I don't know. But one thing I do want to stress is a lot of people are going to glimpse over this, pictures, imagery, I'm just going to shoot it out nonchalant. Honestly, put some work into it, get some good lighting, do some plating, whatever it takes. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to run ads against these things, your images, you don't want to be wasting your money on images that like most people aren't going to find appealing, right? You want to make sure all your ad dollars are well spent and none of it is wasted.
Yeah, we took a whole day to take pictures for these.
Yeah, exactly.
We intricately like put them in place. We put the lighting. We took like 50 pictures of each. We edited each one. That's the kind of level of photography you need for those first 4 pictures. And honestly, that's gonna sell for your entire business. You just need to do it once, and you're good for you're good to go.
And like it's a very visual world right now. Like the pictures, you're gonna keep using them, right?
Yeah.
For your Instagram, your Twitter, all your socials, whatever menus you make in the future, like. It's not wasted. Don't think you're wasting time or wasting food by taking these pictures.
Exactly, definitely. So the other thing is on Yelp, they have a menu section for food businesses. Make sure to fill out that menu. Really nice. And it has a link to the menu. So you want to make sure when they get to that link, there's a good opt-in form right there where they can just easily put in the order and get their meals by whatever pickup date you have.
Right. Again, just try to make it easy and simple. And then after that, I think we more or less did Instagram and Facebook marketing, right? For us, we see more results right now currently on Facebook.
Facebook ads.
Whether that reason might be because our clientele is a little bit on the older side, or if Instagram just not enough people are looking at meal prep on Instagram.
But with Facebook ads, right, it's all about testing.
Right.
Test different pictures. Test one picture. Test the video. Test a carousel, which finally worked for us, right?
Exactly.
First, we had these like really beautiful images. Like Jack did a really good job of making them like really nice and professional. But I guess people didn't want professional in this area,
at the end of the day, they wanted clean cut, beautiful images on a collage style of all our foods that we had available, right?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, we still have it running till this day. It's still getting lots of likes and traction every single day.
Lots of shares.
And honestly, we've gotten a couple subscription clients from it already.
Exactly, right? And those subscriptions are super important. They do the sales for you week by week until that client cancels, and that's a recurring income for you.
Yeah, and essentially at that point, the ad does pay for itself. By
far. Yeah, we're working on just blasting that ad with more money. That's our number one focus right now, is just keep marketing. So, you can have a beautiful menu, you can have it all set up, but if you don't have any traffic to your website, man, there's nothing.
Yeah, if there's no traffic, no one's looking at your beautiful website. No matter how pretty it is, if nobody knows about it, what are you gonna do?
So just Facebook ads it right away, launch it. For us, it took 3 tries to get a good ad.
Right.
And that's just so happened to be a carousel. Maybe try that out.
It's honestly different. Like it could be because of the creative or whatever. Honestly, you could run it the next day. You could have a static image that does way better than a carousel.
Exactly right. We also did a video that didn't really work out well.
Right.
But the carousel just killed it, and we consistently get tons of clients week by week, and it's increasing every week, right? Because we have those recurring subscriptions, and along with those subscriptions, we're getting new clients. And the great thing about that also kind of leads to the email list.
Yeah, exactly. So while you're paying for the ads to get these tractions to your website, you want to make sure you're also collecting the information from that traffic. So later on, for future references, that's going to be free because you already have the information on hand of who these clients are. You can reach out to them, shoot them an email. Hey, we have a new menu update. Or, hey, we have this new food that we're preparing,
Exactly, yeah. And then the conversion rates on emails are, as everyone knows, really high.
Right.
So just keep, this is a great business because the longer you go for it, the more customers you build. And the more people that know about your business. And just word spreads like wildfire. If you have good food, people are going to talk about it.
Yeah, word of mouth. Yeah. And I think that kind of brings us to a point where, because you have recurring clients and it's a food business, you want to make sure at the end of the day, your product is good. Your food has to be good. It has to be good for people to talk about it, to have that word of mouth, right? And then it also has to be good for, people to even want to come back and be a recurring client.
Yeah, and then put a wow factor to it, right?
Yeah.
Be different. We're the only company that does strictly Asian food.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That's our niche. That's something interesting about our product, is that we're doing something that no one else has.
Right, exactly. Most of the, not knocking on any of them, there's a lot of great meal preps, local meal preps, but I think a lot are still kind of catering towards the American taste buds. And we saw a missing, chunk in our area, which is like we have a more Asian diverse area. So we're like, hey, what about for these clients? Do they have the Asian meal preps available for them? And we saw that was missing, so we came in with a business that more or less cater to that.
Yeah, and it's not just Asians buying our meals. It's surprisingly so many other different types of ethnicities.
Right, exactly.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah,
right?
just because I think it hasn't been seen in the meal prep kind of business. It's all kind of either spaghettis, ground meat, chicken breast, right?
Pastas, things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I started off with just K-prep, which was just Korean food.
Yeah.
But with Jack's help, I could kind of expand to like everything.
So we're doing all Asian
foods now. His parents are chefs, so they really know how to work some good food. And so yeah, that's really it. What you want, just to kind of summarize, you want to get a good Yelp listing, really good Yelp listing. And then one thing we forgot to mention is get some reviews.
Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, Yelp does say don't like go hassle your friends about it, but like, come on, if Yelp's gonna hassle you, you don't hassle your friends.
That's also part about playing the game, right? If they're not gonna follow the rules, you're not gonna follow the rules either.
Well, I think one thing that kind of had us kind of worry is when you are getting these reviews from some of your friends and family members, Yelp will come in and take some off here and there, but like honestly, don't worry. Over time, just keep building it. They'll release some back to you little by little.
And what happened the first charge date that we got charged for that $30?
Oh yeah.
Our reviews came back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's part of why we're saying you had to pay the $30 to play their game.
Exactly, but that doesn't come at least a month in because they charge you after you've used that service. So right when we got that $30 our reviews came back. So that's what Yelp is. Right.
So we're guessing after the 30 days after we paid, we got logged in as a natural paying customer. So they're like, all right, let's just have some leeway for them.
Yeah, definitely. So now our reviews are back.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, we only have like what, 20?
I think 16
to 20
around there,
right?
16 to 20.
And that's doing great for us because that's the most reviews for meal prep in our area. Yeah. It's crazy. We only need 20. And our competitors' websites are, just not good. They just, it's super good. We went on them. We don't even know how to order.
Right, exactly. So, you really want to be like real with yourself when you go to your website. Don't just be like, oh, I made this. Yeah, of course I know it's here.
Yeah.
You like make your family members go look at it. Make your friends like see if it actually works. And they'll get offended when they're like, I don't know how this works. It's part of the process. You got to test.
Yeah, if they can't figure it out, customers won't be able to figure it out. Trust me. So just get the most reviews. Make sure that those 4 pictures are very beautiful. Think about your favorite restaurant in like in your LA area or like anywhere you live, right? Their first 4 images are on point. Right. Like, whether it's like a cafe, they show like a beautiful picture of like the cafe, the types of food you get there. Same thing for Yelp, for your Yelp, right? You want to get that image of like, this is a professional, beautiful location. And that's really it. And then for Facebook ads, you can really easily learn Facebook ads, but the creative is what really matters. Test it out. Maybe even the title, the hook, right? Test out the different types of buttons, everything. Test it out. Right. And that's what really worked for us. Yeah, and then even like right now, we got a comment on our Asian videos Facebook ad right now, right? So that's basically it, guys. Just make sure that you're taking beautiful pictures because this is a very visual business. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, at the end of the day, just put in the work, make sure your product is good, and just let it speak for itself.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see you guys in part 3 where we kind of talk about the in and out of the business, which is like, customer service and providing the meals.
Yeah. Awesome. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.